6 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Zahra Sikandar. First, the headlines. Prime Minister says Pakistan is open to participate in any transparent and credible investigation into Pahalgam incident. Deputy Prime Minister, during telephonic conversation with foreign ministers of Egypt and Azerbaijan, has called against Indian propaganda in backdrop of Pahalgam attack. Pakistan and the United States have signed a memorandum of cooperation to devise regulatory framework for cryptocurrency. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, extrajudicial killing of a youth has triggered forceful protests in Bandipora district. In Iran, over 280 people have been injured in explosion at Bandarabas. And in Pakistan Super League, Lahore Qalandars will take on Multan Sultans in Lahore tonight. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Mohammad Shehbaz Sharif says Pakistan, as a responsible country, is open to participate in any neutral, transparent and credible investigation into Pahalgam incident. Addressing a passing out parade of Pakistan Military Academy cadets in Kabul today, he said India has levelled baseless allegations without verifiable evidences in the wake of Pahalgam incident, and this blame game must come to a grinding halt. The Prime Minister said water has been a vital national interest of Pakistan and lifeline for its 240 million people, and its availability will be safeguarded at all costs. In an apparent reference to India's announcement of suspending the Indus Waters Treaty, Prime Minister said any attempt to stop, reduce and divert the flow of water belonging to Pakistan under the Indus Water Treaty will be responded to with full force and might. The Prime Minister said that their valiant armed forces are fully capable to defending country's territorial integrity and sovereignty, as manifested in its resolute response to the Indian reckless incursion on February 26, 2019. He said that nation of 240 million people stand united behind their brave armed forces and committed to safeguarding every inch of the motherland. He also said Kashmir is a globally recognized dispute and that remains unresolved despite United Nations Security Council resolutions, and reaffirmed Pakistan's continuing support to the Kashmir's right to self-determination. Prime Minister said Pakistan is taking bold strides towards visible economic recovery. He said Pakistan's efforts are yielding results and achieving significant milestones and attracting foreign investment in key sectors such as mining, energy, agriculture, livestock, IT, and defense production. Earlier, the Prime Minister gave away awards to the best cadets. Chief of Army Staff General Asim Munir also attended the passing out parade. Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister Ishaq Dar held a telephonic call with Foreign Minister of Azerbaijan, Jihan Bayramov, today. Ishaq Dar briefed him about the recent developments in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. He rejected India's baseless allegations and cautioned against its false propaganda against Pakistan. Ishaq Dar thanked Azerbaijan for its consistent support to Pakistan's stance on the issue of disputed territory of Jammu and Kashmir. The two sides also discussed ongoing Pak-Azerbaijan bilateral cooperation, particularly in trade and investment sectors. Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister Ishaq Dar also held a telephonic conversation with the Foreign Minister of Egypt, Dr. Badr Abdulati, discussing recent regional developments. Ishaq Dar firmly rejected India's baseless allegations, condemned its unilateral actions and false propaganda against Pakistan. He reaffirmed Pakistan's commitment to safeguarding its national interests while promoting regional peace and stability. The two sides also discussed avenues to enhance Pak-Egypt bilateral cooperation. British High Commissioner Jane Marriott also called on Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister Senator Mohammad Ishaq Dar in Islamabad today. During the meeting, they exchanged views on the recent regional developments. The Deputy Prime Minister reaffirmed Pakistan's commitment to safeguard its national interests while ensuring regional peace and security. The United States President Donald Trump has expressed concern over tensions between Pakistan and India in the backdrop of Pahalgam incident in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. During a talk with reporters on Air Force One, he said Kashmir is a long-standing dispute and both countries should settle this through dialogue. Pakistan has signed a memorandum of cooperation with the United States to devise a regulatory framework regarding cryptocurrency. The agreement was signed between Pakistan Crypto Council and the United States company World Liberty Financial in Islamabad today. Speaking on the occasion, Minister for Information and Broadcasting Atal Attar said Pakistan has immense potential in the field of crypto. Expressing their view, of the members of World Liberty Financial's delegation said this cooperation will enable Pakistan move forward into the digital age. Pakistan Railways, in collaboration with Punjab government, will upgrade all train stations from Lahore to Rawalpindi as per international standards. The decision was taken at a meeting of Pakistan Railways in Rawalpindi today, with Minister for Railways Hanif Abbasi in the chair. The meeting discussed upgrading Lahore-Islamabad high-speed train services and 6 train routes in Punjab. The meeting was briefed in detail about reducing the travel time of Lahore-Islamabad train from 4 to less than 3 hours. The meeting also decided to take other necessary measures like reconstruction of all bridges and remodeling of station yards. This is Radio Pakistan. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, forceful protests have rocked Ajas area of Bandipora district after Indian troops martyred a Kashmir youth in a staged encounter. According to Kashmir Media Service, the youth, identified as Altaf Lali, was martyred by troops in a fake encounter in the Kulnar area of the district yesterday. As news of Altaf's extrajudicial killing spread, hundreds of residents took to the streets in Ajas area, raising slogans against the Indian Army and demanding justice. Indian troops resorted to tear gas shelling and live firing to disperse the protesters, injuring several civilians. In another act of tyranny, Indian authorities, mimicking Israeli tactics of occupation and dispossession, demolished the homes of 5 more Kashmiris in Shopia, Pulwama, and Kulgam districts. This brings the number of homes razed in the past 2 days to 7. At least 59 Palestinians were martyred in latest Israeli attacks in Gaza during last 24 hours. Israel has also continued its nearly 2-month blockade on Gaza, even as aid groups have warned that supplies are dwindling. Iran and the United States opened a 3rd round of talks in Muscat today to hammer out a deal about Tehran's nuclear program. Both sides had described the 2nd round of talks in Rome as constructive. In Iran, 281 people have been injured in an explosion in the Port city of Bandar Abbas. In a statement, Iran's customs authority says the explosion occurred in Sina Container Yard, which is affiliated with Ports and Maritime Organization. The injured people have been shifted to the medical facilities as authorities carry out initial investigation. Pope Francis, who died on Monday, was laid to rest in Vatican today. He was 88. The funeral service was attended by dozens of leaders, including the United States President Donald Trump, President of Ukraine Volodymyr Zelensky, and Prince William of the United Kingdom. About 140,000 people gathered in St. Peter's Square and the nearby streets. In Pakistan's Super League, Lahore Qalandars will take on Multan Sultans in Lahore today. The match will start at 8 in the night. And finally, the weather. Mainly hot and dry weather is expected in most parts of the country, while very hot in southern parts during the next 12 hours. However, partly cloudy weather with light rain, wind, and thunderstorm may occur at isolated places in Upper Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Gilgit-Baltistan, Kashmir, and surrounding hilly areas. With this, we come to the end of the news, but before that, let's have a repeat headlines. Prime Minister says Pakistan is open to participate in any transparent and credible investigation into Pahalgam incident. Deputy Prime Minister, during telephonic conversation with foreign ministers of Egypt, Azerbaijan, has cautioned against Indian propaganda in backdrop of Pahalgam incident. Pakistan and the United States have signed a memorandum of cooperation to devise regulatory framework for cryptocurrency. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, extrajudicial killing of a youth has triggered forceful protests in Bandipora district. In Iran, over 280 people have been injured in an explosion at Bandar Abbas. And in Pakistan's Super League, Lahore Qalandars will take on Multan Sultans in Lahore tonight. With this, we come to the end of the news for the moment. For more news and analyses, visit our website radio.gv.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.